Bueno, muy buenos días. I will go on in English. Unfortunately, Javier did already the exercise because we're talking about fitness and sport and wellness, so I wanted to get up and make a run here, but I won't do this now. No, just joking. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm the country manager for eGYM here in Spain, and I will give you the next 20 minutes an example how eGYM, a German innovative company, is revolutionizing, changing the game in the fitness and wellness industry. And first of all, I'll give you a short overview about the company. eGYM, we started really with the idea in 2008, and the big inspiration for eGYM, the founder was the iPhone of Apple. Before, someone of IBM said, Patrick, he said that the customer experience is key. If we don't use technology for a better customer experience, more or less it's not useless, but not paid by the customer. So we had the inspiration by Apple, who changed completely, or focused the customer experience on the smartphone, and we had the same idea to change the training in the gyms and in the fitness centers. We founded in 2010. We are born digital. We are really just IT and technology experts. We're not from the old manufacturer as other competitors. We just launched in 2012 the first IoT machine you see here with training software, and then we were completing our solution, which is the only intelligent solution completely integrated in the cloud with all the apps on the trainer app and the member app I will explain later on. And we are now already an innovation leader in the future fitness, in the digital transformation in the fitness and wellness industry, and we are internationalizing at the moment in Europe and in the US. So far, just 3.5 years later, we have already really successful market launch, and we are one of the top 20 young champions of Germany, one of the best companies of the young startups, which are in all sectors, not just in the fitness industry. We gained already 70 million investment so far, just a few months ago 45 million again, and as you can see, we are already in many countries in Europe. In Spain, I launched here the business last September, and we're really seeing how also this market sees the big advantage of technology for their business. Before explaining eGYM and showing you a video just also to understand our technology, I wanted to give you a short overview about the industry, because the industry is not so known by many people. I guess all you may go to the gym, but you know, don't know so much maybe about the sector. The industry is quite young and is steadily growing, so fitness and health is a tendency we have heard before is really important. And on the world scale, we have last year $81 billion revenue, about 190,000 clubs and 150 million members training in the gyms. And in Spain, as we are in Spain, here the industry is about 2.5 billion, 4,500 fitness and wellness clubs, and here in Spain about 6.4 million people are training in the gyms, which is a little bit higher average. The average in Europe is about 11%, and in some countries we get up to 20-30% of the population is training there. The biggest market, just for you, the Europe and US are the biggest markets, and together they have about 75% of the fitness industry. Quickly, to give you an idea where the industry stands on the IoT maturity, you see on the right we are still in the initial phase. So as the industry is quite young, and in the last decades there were not so many progress on technology compared to others, we are quite at the beginning. What we can see is that elements like the wearables, the smartphones, all the application on fitness, etc., they are strongly pushing these digitalization of the sector, and therefore we will see, or we see already, that this will really go fast in the next years. Now, talking about customer experience. Here's a photo from the 70s and now. And if you ask yourself, and you know the gym, and you know this machine, I guess, there was not a big change. So I think on the left you have also Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is one of the pioneers of the fitness industry, or let's say the father a little bit. But on the technical point of view, this machine we all know, it's a mechanical machine. And so in the training, on the strength training, there was not a big change. But what has really changed, and this is important to you all know because you're all digital people, but that the market has really changed. The last decades, the fitness industry became a mass market, and the customer is really interested, has different interests when he's training. They're not experts in sport or in fitness or in wellness. So our customers, they need an answer to these changes we can see on a global scale. And two tendencies or two mega trends which are really important and are pushing really the digitalization of the fitness industry is the mega trend health and analytics. Health becomes more in the past we had health as to avoid illness, and now health is really a consciousness of constant caring about health. And analytics, people want to have the data all time. They want to know when they sleep, how many hours they sleep, how they sleep, when they run. They want to track everything, and these analytical quantified self, these tendencies really important, and this drives also the industry and our concept. Here's just an example. We can see nowadays everyone wants to measure everything, and we have already customers. They are not, let's say, we're talking about 80% already of the people in 2020 will have this need, already have them. I give you now, before I show you the product and keep you understanding, try to understand, explain you what eGYM is about. We analyzed really the customer experience in the gym. So we are able, with the technology, to really solve problems which we had for many decades. Normally people, if I ask here someone, I won't do it now, but what is your weight training at the moment at this machine? For sure you won't know it if you don't train every day. Most people don't make progress, so they keep their weight for months or weeks. So this is not good for if you want to make progress in your training. The same on the training plans. When you go to a gym, you get normally a training plan. You may follow this plan the first 2, 3, 4 weeks. Then you get lazy. You keep it at home, and you don't make progress because you never change the way you train, and the stimulation for your muscles, for your body, is not there. It's an important element to make progress. Really important is, and this is due because it's a mass market, and human resources are a critical element also in this sector. Many people train incorrectly the machines. So by technology we can avoid this. We can set correctly the machine, and the customer don't have to think anymore if he's doing the things, or is just making a big damage to his health at the moment, which is quite common when you go to a gym, seeing people doing strange things with machines. And the most important thing is when people don't see their progress, they don't see where they are in their training, they get frustrated. In Spain, the customer retention rate is about 6.5 months, which in other sectors would be terrible. So I lose my customer, it costs me a lot of money to get him, and after 6 months I already lose him. And most of the customers you lose already during the first 3 months. Why? Because people pay a lot of money, they go to the gym, they want to see the results, they want to get motivated, they want to see, okay, I get a better shape, but it's not easy without technology to have this. So the trainer tells you, yeah, you're looking good, but people want to see it, and technology can help you to see it from the first moment. And also technology helps to have a better flow in the gym, because many times machines are occupied. And by technology, for example, you see on the right our machine park. Every 60 seconds, people have to change the machines, and they can't keep sitting on the machine. For the club, has a higher flow. He can have more members, which means more revenues for his club. So really eGYM is the next step really to a fully digitized gym. And we just we combine two important things. We have a better training, more efficient and effective training, but on the other hand we can personalize it, because I will show you now what means personalization, because you have software, you have applications, so you get a personal touch, and customers want to have personalized solutions nowadays. Customer experience with eGYM. We say, our CEO always says, the only thing I can expect nowadays from a customer in the mass market is that he gets connected to eGYM. So it should be like easy like this. You connect with an RFID technology, and then you start the customer journey. Before explaining you a little bit the topics, we're working, or we developed an ecosystem, and our goal is really to create one custom experience, in a training experience. You see in the middle here our eGYM equipment, the member app, and the eGYM trainer app. But we connect, as we perceive ourselves as an open company with an open code. So we connect with all players, all companies who are working in the fitness industry, software or application providers, and we really want to have one digital experience for the customer. This is our vision. And for example, wearables like Fitbit or applications like Runkeeper or other systems, we already connected, and we're working on this cooperation, because before also someone said it's impossible to innovate everything on your own, so you need partners, you need alliances. Now I show you the 4 elements, and then I show you a video, and I think the video is the best to see what IoT can bring to a sector which was for decades not innovating in these elements. We have 4 important elements. The eGYM equipment. eGYM equipment are fully electronic machines, so they are run by an electric motor. We see it now. And we have a training software, which is really important. The software guides the member in his experience, and gives him a constant feedback on his progress and where he stands in the training. And with software we can in eGYM simulate different type of objectives. We can make a training plan for an athlete. We can make a training plan for an older woman who's just want to keep fitter, or for younger people who wants to gain muscle. So with a software nowadays you can really create all different kinds of software. So here you see the machine. The machine is now, you saw before the old machines, and here you see the machine. So the main part is we have an electric motor which is creating the resistance. We have a touch screen where the customer can see his progress and follows the training. And logically it's a computer system controlling and processing unit which is connected with our cloud. And the other 2 elements I want to present is the eGYM member app. The eGYM member app is an app for the end user, where he gets all his analytics, all the data. So he sees his progress, he can make some interesting analysis I will show you later on. And the trainer app, because we believe strongly that technology and the data should be used by the trainers and the staff in order to really give a quality in the service. And this is something that the customer wants. And with the eGYM trainer app, the trainer has all the information he needs to really give the best service to the customer. And now I want to put the video. I don't know if you can, and you can maybe better understand the concept. It's always better to show a video than to explain it.
Achieve your fitness goals now, quickly, effectively, and more enjoyably, thanks to eGYM's intelligent strength training system. The trainer adjusts the setting of all stations for you during the first session. After that, it's all taken care of automatically, ensuring you're always training correctly. eGYM measures your strength regularly to calculate your ideal training weight. You also receive a personalized training program that is updated constantly as you progress, ensuring you work out at the right level during each session. The eGYM system is cleverly organized. There are no waiting times. You simply go to the station and get started. All the settings are automated, allowing you to fully concentrate on your training. The eGYM training graph guides you through the training to ensure that you always work out correctly and safely. There are no excuses now. eGYM has the right training for everyone. eGYM's modern training methods regularly give your muscles new stimulation, making your workouts more effective. The eGYM Trainer app gives your trainer a constant overview of your activities and your progress. eGYM ensures you're totally supported all of the time. eGYM is a very efficient training system. It allows you to train your entire body in just 30 minutes. Boost your motivation and compare your progress with friends. Get started now. eGYM. Make fitness your lifestyle.
I hope this video explained a little bit better the approach, so you could see it's a complete customer journey, digitalized, based on an IoT machine, and this complete integrated concept gives us the success in Europe to really change the sector towards a better training, more effective, more healthy. The last thing I wanted to show you quickly, and then I finish, is the member app, because we live in this quantified self world. We want to know everything, and we have just launched in April an update of the member app, where we have now really interesting elements. We have, this is in Spanish, but most of you, I guess, you understand. I will explain here. On the left, you see the progress on your strength, which helps you really to see, okay, do I make progress in my work? And on the right side, which is really, from a scientific point of view, really amazing, we can give you an information about which muscle imbalances you have. This is a really important information for your trainer, and then you can work to get rid of these imbalances, because imbalances on the long run will make you not happy. And another element which we just added is a biological age. By comparing with all European users of eGYM, the age and the strength and the gender, I can define, in case of this lady, for example, an average of 28, and you see the muscle groups, which age she has. And this is something really interesting and gives you an added value to motivate you. And also on the right, you see different activity levels where we try to motivate people to keep training, because the big problem, the gyms lose customers because the people are not motivated and don't have data. So therefore, for us, that's it. Thank you very much. If someone wants to test this, because some of you are here in Madrid, I guess, living, we have eGYM. We are lucky to have one of the first customers in Madrid is Reebok Sports Club's La Finca. Maybe you know it. And there we have already a circuit here, also in Serrano 240, which is also another premium club here in Madrid. So if you want to test it, you want to see the future of strength training or digitalized training, you're more than welcome to visit these clubs and to enjoy this new experience. Thank you very much.